reason why I need to work on this myself. So I can give you something from this same, from this same nice page. So there are actually a lot of projects there. So I think for some of you, you might have taxed yourself with some of the work, but if not, I'll still be giving some works and do it too.
Okay.
So
That would be really.
so these are the two. So just this area. So we have this area and the down area. I think those are the two areas that we needed to stand up. So this area and the bottom area. There are two areas we need to do it. Of course. So today.
Mr. Okeze has joined us.
Huh?
Mr. Okeze, you're welcome, sir.
Good evening, Mao. So you saw me, someone I just nicknamed like this.
Welcome.
I saw you.
Wow. I didn't know somebody was seeing me. Welcome. Good evening, everybody.
How's work today, sir?
You're welcome.
Thank you. Good evening. Work fine. Oh, thank God for today was hectic, but we thank God for everything. Lagos.
That's very good.
And everything. Well, we have new person in our
Okay, we have a new person. John Abi.
Mr. John Festus.
Yes, John was actually with us before. The only thing is that he always with me here.
I hope he's not the brother to John the Baptist.
No, it's just the ordinary one, ordinary John. Good evening, everybody.
Okay, because we need baptism of so that this thing, if we can do the baptism, all the people can understand this thing well.
You say that.
Yeah, so we can do baptism of so that our mind will transform, so that we can, as we are learning, we can understand everything clearly.
No, I'm not John the Baptizer. I just the ordinary John, the sweet one.
Okay, oh, no problem. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. John.
Thank you, ma.
So basically, I'm just here. I'm looking for something I need to give to you. So we should work on that probably after the class. So, assuming you people have been tasking yourself as well, you can. That's why I introduced you to this side. So you see different layouts, so you can come up with anything. So just grab any of the templates, then try it out and see what you can get from it. Do you understand it now? So it's one of the reasons why I introduced you to this.
Yes.
So you have different templates to play around with. You understand? So one of the reasons why I'm introducing you is you can challenge yourself, just pick anything. So if you try to design it, then in the process, if you encounter any issue, then you can bring it back. So we can just work it out. So it's part of
Okay, on nice page.
yes, it's part of the overall goal. Why we talk about nice thing. Remember, even from the last class, Mr. Okezi was like, we need to look for a UI UX designer before we can work with our page. I say they are very much needed because it doesn't really make sense if you need to go and crack your brain, like crack your brain on what content you want to place, where do you want to place them, all those kind of things. At the end of the day, you still want to write logic of how those things will work. It's not going to be too easy. I think you get the point now, Mr. Okezi. Mr. Okezi, are you still there? This is Rally Roy.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay,
I can hear you.
So can you see this? I want to show you a page now. Can I give it a try? I will show you a particular page. Then I will also forward the link. The link to it, I'll forward it to the group. So ideally, I don't want to give everybody the same project. So it will be much more better. So I can give like 2 people the same project, another 2 people the same project.
Okay.
So because reality is a lot of, so you see this particular one now. This is one.
I did not hear your last comment too.
Yes, my last comment was like, I said in the previous class.
Hello, Apisa.
I can hear you, sir. Can you hear me too? Hello, Mr. Okezi, can you hear me?
Sir?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
I said in the previous, in the last class.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes, in the last class, you mentioned this issue of UI UX. That do we need a UI UX designer? In which I told you is not really mandatory, but to speed up your workforce, to make your work easier, they are always needed. Do you understand? Is the goal of it
Yes.
is to ease your this thing. That is the overall goal. I forgot to say is to ease your design process. So that is why you need a UI UX designer. So it's not really. So if you are a UI UX designer yourself, good and fine. But if you are not, so you can see. So that is it. I think this is 8:25. I think we can get started now.
Yes, we can start now.
Yes.
Abi?
So Mr. Rani Roy, do you see this?
Yes.
Okay, we'll give it a try. So ideally,
Okay.
I will send the link to this particular project. So I will send the link to the group now. So I'll copy that. Let me drop the link to the group. So I just sent the link to the group. So that's the link to
Okay.
that particular stuff there. So here we are. So this is what we have in the previous class. So remember, we are dealing with the responsiveness. So for the bigger size, we are through with the design here. So but on mobile, it's not really looking great. So on mobile, it's not looking great. So and that's exactly what we want to solve. So I think here is the design. So let me just bring it out. So you can see the layout for ourselves. So this is what we have here. So if I click on mobile, so on mobile, everything here looks like this. So I think one of the issue we get in the last class is in this area. So we get some issue with this area because we try to position. So let me open the CSS. So let me maximize my screen and let me scroll down to this section. So this for tablets, no. We want to,
Why is your
sir?
the color of your font color is looking different from the previous one?
It's so colorful
Yes,
today, like rainbow.
this is coming from the team. Yes, I'm using a team.
Okay.
So it's a team. And I think the way
Which one is
the color, I think the color is very okay. Or it's not looking good.
just
Okay.
like
It's so
okay?
You want,
No
you want
problem.
to know,
Okay, no problem.
you want to know the name
it's
of
so
the team?
What's the
I think
name?
the name is, so let me show you the name. So you go to team, color team. So it's 2077. So 2077. That team, that's the name.
Okay.
okay.
So you can always go to your
Okay.
extension. So from this, you see this point where I'm clicking on now. So you can search for it. So you search for 2077. So it will automatically come up. Now I've installed it already. So that is the name.
Okay. Yeah, that means you have to store. You have to be connected to install it now.
Of course, yes.
Mm.
You have to be
Oh, okay.
Okay.
connected. You have to be connected before you can use it. So I'm not adding any CSS yet. I want to open this thing at the same time. So open it in a new tab. So back, let me arrange it. So the HTML, then the section we are working with is down here. So Alt Z, so everything can wrap. So and here, not this area, but this area. So this area is the area we are working with. So here, particularly, so this area. About us, we offer educational and repair. So, and what we need to achieve is this. So this is exactly what we need to achieve. So currently now, our design is like this. So let me adjust the browser size to mobile. So these are mobile layout. Then this is what we have. So just don't mind my padding, my border. I'm the one that added this border. You understand? The last time I added all this border. You understand? So one of the reasons why I added the border is for me to be able to fix what is really going on here. So I want to try to fix it. So that is why I added the border. So here, this is what we want to achieve. So how can we now achieve this? So I think the number one thing here is that these two colors, the one with color and the one without color, they are still remaining vertical. So the only thing that are being positioned is the elements inside of them. So this element that we have inside of this inner div is the only thing that, and the picture, okay? I think they are the only thing that is being positioned. So, and also remember we create another element, and that is what we have under this background, under this image. We create a pseudo. This is a pseudo element now for the background. So, but let's fix that first. So I need to look for the parent element. So we make so this is the parent element here. So we already make the positioning relative, the border 2 pixel gap. So instead of column, let's return that to row. So I'll return it back to row. So let's check our this thing here. So, and when I make it row, this is what we have. So, Mr. Okeze,
I can hear you, sir.
I think we are the last, you are the last man standing last week. So you still remember this is exactly what we are battling with.
Yes, trying to figure out where the problem is.
Exactly.
That's why I give it the border.
Exactly. So that's why we have purpose of border there. So sorry, I think I have a message inside. Okay, zoom in a bit. Okay, is it clear now? John,
We have not done any zooming. We have not even zoomed it now.
I don't want the thing to go outside of the screen like that much.
I think it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay like this. Okay.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. So I make the direction rule. Then what I'm trying to achieve the other time is I want this to be equal. This child, see, one is very small, while the other one is too big.
Yes.
So we try to have them equal. So, and if you look at the structure here, so what exactly we have? So we have this section which have one image, and we have this other section which have the write-up. So back to my CSS. So we are looking for the section that is directly inside of this, and we make the width 50%. So let me remove this for the time being, 50%. So that's exactly what I want to get. But you can see now there's no difference. So when I said the width and when I didn't say the width, so even though I make it 50% here, so it's not really changing anything. So where is this problem coming from? Though specifically, I don't know exactly where the problem is coming from yet, but I think what we should do is we have some elements that are positioned absolutely. Do you understand? And this write-up that we have now, okay? So I don't know what the position is. So let me get that. So it's positioned absolutely. So it has a position of absolute. So let me remove this. So, okay. Then this our image. Our image, so the image is inside of the first section. So I also want, so let me look for the selector. I already have selector for that. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, so we can hear you.
I have
You have a question, sir? Do you have a question, Mr. Okezi?
position. Yes, I have.
Okay, what's the question, sir? What's your question, sir?
Position, those terminologies, I don't get to understand how it works.
The positioning.
Relative position terminology on.
Yes, positioning are used to position elements. That's what we use them for. They are used to position an element, and we position them within their parent. So we use position to position elements, and we position them relatively to their parents. So this section.
Absolutely.
Sir, I work on
I said when it comes to
I've done some work on positioning before.
okay, I'll go through it. Don't worry, I'll check, sir.
Okay. So basically you have 5 values for position. So there are 5 values. So by default, you have static. Okay, every element you have in HTML are statically positioned. So that is the first thing you have. So the second thing you have is you have a you have relative positioning, which does not actually move the element from where it is. Okay, but it basically gives you access to use values like left, bottom, right, top. So border, 2 pixels, solids, and purple. Now, the reason why I'm setting this border is I want to know if my selector is working as expected. And I'm able to see the purple here. It means I'm able to select the image. Okay? I'm able to select the image. So that's exactly what I want to see. So, and now, so I want to have, so let me set a left property of 0. And also I want to set a top property of 0. So it means the image should be, is it on the image? No, sorry. I want this on the image, not the text. I want this position, that is this value top and left. I want it for the image. So, and that image will position itself to be at the top right corner, okay? Top right corner, but currently now I can see the image is going out. The image is moving outside. So why is this so? Normally it doesn't supposed to move out. but currently now it's moving out. So let's set a position on the appearance. So position of relative. Let's save that and come back in. So we reload. Still not affecting the image. So something unusual is happening there. So basically, we need to take away all the, so let me try the width of the image first. Width, I want the width to be 100%. Take away this. I'm going to see how very loud all the time. So something unusual is happening. I think we have, I need to look for that image. I want to look for the previous this thing that we have that is controlling the image. So we have a previous CSS that is controlling the image. So, and something unusual is happening with that. So here, yes, where's the node that is controlling the image? The image. So let me check this area. So this is where our mobile rule started. So let me go up. Yeah, I have tried the one before. So this already have a position. Okay. So here we are. So we have these couples of property here before. So look at it. So we need to take notice. We need to take all these things into account. You can see what we have here before. So we have this width of 75. We have a left of 50%, top of 50%, and we have this transform of 50%. So we need to get rid of all these properties so they don't affect us. So the parent is already relative. Is already relative according to this rule. You get it now. So this image is inside of this parent. Okay, and this parent already have this position of relative. So, and that is why I think that is why we are having issue. And already here we've declared their width to be 50%. So we declare their width to be 50%. So there's no real point for us to declare the value again. So what we need to do now, so I want to copy all my rule here. So let me copy everything here. And let me go down to that mobile version. So the mobile version. So once I get here, so I want to paste every rule here. So I'll paste everything here. So if I save it, come here. So, and you can see that, you see where the image is currently now. So that is because these rules are still affecting, they are still affecting our elements. So here we want to change the translate Y to 0. And the left, so instead of 50%, so here width, I want that to be 100%. And from the left, I want to change this to 0. From the top, change this to the 0. So save that. Come back here. So and notice now we are able to control the image. So you can see now, so the image is here. But there's another issue because currently now is using inner parent, using this inner parent, okay? And we don't want that. So we don't want it to use the inner parent. Instead, we want to use the outer parent. So, and one of the reasons why is using that is because the parent here has a specific rule. So we need to locate this parent. Then let's set its position. So originally it has a position of relative. Sorry, I have this in my laptop here. Can you see now, or I need to reshare the screen again?
Yes, you can share the screen. I can't see anything. No.
Okay, let me share again. You know, we're almost out of time. So this is exactly where I am before I lose the connection. So here, the picture, you can see the picture now. This is the picture here. So originally the picture is very small, but now the picture is coming very big. Okay. So why is it that it's coming big? If you go to our code editor, so here I'm changing the property of the parent to static. By default, it has a value of relative. So if I change it back to relative, then you see the picture will be very small. You can see the picture here. You see it's small because that is the default value. The picture is very small here. Can you see? Hello? Hello? Hello?
I can hear you. I can hear you, sir.
So can you see the image I'm showing you? The image is very small. That's because it's relating to the inner element. So I don't want that. I want it to relate with the outer element. Do you understand? So for this purpose, I want to change, I will change it to, so instead of relative here, I'll change it back to static, which is the default value. Then immediately I do that, then the image is no more relating with the parents. And remember we set this thing of this thing on the image. We set the width to be 100%. So if I shorten this now to around 75, then you see the image will not be as big. So let me shorten this down to like 50%. Save. Yeah. Note. I need another thing. So now, once I have my importance, I can see the width is coming back. So it's coming to 50%, but I actually want to make it around 75%. Here, so here you see the image. So this is the image here. So I want to move it down. So I don't want it where it is currently. So I'll move the image down. So to move it down, I'll give a top value of like 50 pixels. And also, so top, and I want also this to be very important so it can overwrite. So without is this thing, I'm out of the Zoom this thing. That was why I need to do one.
Okay, sir.
So let me kindly share my screen so that other can join us along the line. So, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So I just shared that right away. So this section where we are is a little bit logical. So that is just the design is very, very technical. The design of this area. So we need to address it logically. So before we left, so this is what we have. So this is exactly what we are looking for. And this is what we have currently. So now what I want to do is I want to reduce this picture. I don't want the picture to be as big as this. I don't want the picture to be as big as this. And also this yellow border, this yellow background that we have. So I want to bring the yellow background backward. Okay, so right below this image. Need two selectors there.
Please, if the noise from your side is noisy, it's noisy. It's from your side.
This is Emanuela, welcome, ma.
Oh, good evening. Oh,
Welcome, ma.
Your audio is noisy. I mean, the background is noisy. Okay, I stopped.
good evening to everyone. Good evening, Sama. Sorry, I'm late.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Is this still on the project?
Yes, ma.
Okay.
The background is noisy. It's noisy. We can't hear you clearly. It's noisy.
Maybe it's coming from your side.
Is it my own? I can also hear this sound, but I don't think it's from my side. I'm coming.
Which sound? I can't hear any sound.
I think it's from Mr. and Mrs. Emanuela. Mr. Okeze.
Sir?
I think it's from Mrs. Emanuela.
Okay. Maybe she has to do something about it.
Exactly. So now I realize some issues here because I can see my selector. I have the same selector one over here. We shouldn't be so. So I have this. Here the so this one should be moved above. Move above this area. Move above this area. another thing that is not right. I have this, so I'm left to the zero. Okay. Yes, I think everything is all right. So are we good to go now? Mr. Okizi?
I think so.
Okay. So Mrs. Emanuela, are you finally with us now?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, ma. So now, so if you look at what we have, so this image, I want to reduce it a little bit so that it can conform with this. This is exactly what we have in the project. So this section is a little bit technical. So here, you see the image. So the image is not like 50% of the entire thing. Then this box is not as big as the image. So, but first, let's deal with the image. So instead of 75, let's make it 50%. And you realize I'm using another select, I'm using this important. So you look at it here, I have important. So the reason for the important is so that it can override the initial value. Because without it, we might not override. Currently it's working without it, but in some cases, we will need to override it. Otherwise, it will cause some issue for us. It cause some issue. So now, we want this at the center, not at one side. So I will need to do left of 50%. Then here, so we can see when I move it by 50% is here. So we need to move it inverse direction. So I'll use translate 0. So for x will be minus 50%, and for y, that will be 0. So I'll save that, come back here, and you should see the image now at the center. So the image should be at the center now. So another thing I need to control here is this box that we have after the image. So what I need to do is locate the original code for the box. Then once I get the original code for the box, I want to copy. So that element is a pseudo element. So this is the original code for it. So we can copy everything here. So then here, so we can basically just replace it here. So here is the selector here. So I can just replace everything here. Then initially we have a height of 60%. We have left. So I can get rid of the background color. And so instead of 60%, I want to reduce its width. It should be like 50%. And the height should be like 40%. And save, and here we are. Hello? Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay. Can you see my screen? It's like the network is not stable.
It's fluctuating.
Can you see?
I can't see your screen. No.
Let me share again.
No, you're not. The screen is not. I can't.
Yes, the network is the network. It's not really from me.
Okay, so we can see your screen now.
Okay. So now I want the width of this to be 50%. So of this particular element, section 1. So I want the width to be 50%. In here, So here, so I don't need the border, so you can get rid of the border completely. So where's the border coming from? Okay, so I can get rid of the border. We already have another selector. I needed to move this by now 20%. Hello, hello. Network is not stable. Wow.
Then ask for
I
one
can
more
hear
of
you.
these
I can hear
subdivisions.
you.
Network is not stable. The network is doing so much. Thank you, Lord. So here now, so I'm able to fix one part of the challenge. So which is this part. And I even want this box to still come a little bit down. So look at the original one here. Okay, I think that is okay for the image. Yeah. So it should go in a little bit more. Little bit more. So from the left, so rather like by 18%. This should go down by 20%. Okay, stuff like this. We also need to set a margin on the parents. Setting for 18. Seventy-five. 75. Right. Network, look what they were. Hello. Hello.
I hear you.
Okay. Sorry, Mike. You are the only one
Can you
here.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. It's the network. The network is.
I'm the only one here. What happened? Network is not stable.
Ah,
The network is not stable.
yes, the network is not. So can you see my screen?
I can see, but it's your picture I'm seeing. You're not sharing it.
Eh, sorry. Let me share.
Okay. I can see it now.
Okay. This is the part that we are doing. So it's a little bit. This part is a little bit technical. So this part probably a little bit technical. So and it's a part that we are building. So this here is the original template. So here is the original template. This is what it looks like. So what we have currently is what it looks like. So what I want to do is I want to take this heading and I want to reduce the size. So the heading is heading 2. So I can basically just copy this selector. I will paste selector. So I'm looking for heading 2 limits. Give the font size and region. As this low, so there we go. 2.5. Okay. So I will reduce the fonts width. So fonts dash width. I want to make them like all Mr. Okezi,
I'm back.
sorry, sir. The network is very, very bad. Very, very, very bad.
Honestly, today, just remembered us today.
I don't know why the network has been very.
Let's continue.
Okay, sir. So I continue working on the project, but this is exactly what I'm able to get. So, and how do I arrive here? So let me just give a quick recap of what I'm doing. So here, so I'm giving the section margin bottom, okay? And I also increase the minimum height of the section. Do you understand it now? So I mean these two sections where we have the image and where we have the write-up. So I increase them to a minimum of 100 viewport height, and I have a margin to the bottom of 75. So that produces this area, this bottom area here. So it produces this bottom area. So can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Let me show you. Hello, mommy. Why not? Yes, ma'am. Fine, fine. No, mo máa tiẹ̀ máa ṣe pé ní tí n bá délé gan mo ní take class online báyìí. Màá pè é lẹ́yìn. Okay, ma. Ẹ ṣé. Hello, sir. Mr. Okezie. I don't understand this network this night. Oh.
Okay, and everybody has gone. I don't know this kind of network.
I don't even understand the network.
Okay, should we leave it to tomorrow now? Or what are you suggesting?
Maybe, sir. The network is very, very bad.
Because it can't be only me now. Because other.
Exactly. It's too poor. The network is too poor.
Because it can't be only me. The others are not here now.
Exactly, I understand. Let's postpone it to tomorrow. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Tomorrow, when are we starting tomorrow?
We start exactly by 8. In fact, even though
Please, if you can just post it on the platform so that everybody will know.
Okay, yes, I will. Thank you, sir. Good night.